Alrighty. We are live again.
Once
And
more.
hopefully we have audio. We do have audio.
Yay!
Yay!
I didn't break it this time, guys. Although the game capture is not working. Yep, it didn't decide to work, so give me 1 second. Here we go. There we go. There we go.
We are in fact
It wouldn't be a stream
broadcasting
if it wasn't for some technical issues. Speaking of technical issues, I think something happened to the board.
Yes, I am deleting parts of the board here so I can reveal the map that is underneath it.
I can't even. I don't think I even got the link. I need to see.
Somehow the room got deleted as well too. I don't know how that happened. So
Well, I am keeping my awesome. What?
It's somebody's dog.
It's a good
Dog.
boy.
Yeah, that's our dog.
Playing with
Her
a toy.
response. Yeah. Unfortunately, the dog's response to anybody doing anything but paying attention to her is to run around the house, squeaking in vengeance. Stop!
Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me.
Oh. This is what happens when you get a German Shepherd bully mix. You get an animal that's intelligent enough to understand no one's paying attention to it, and stubborn enough to ensure that everybody will pay attention to it.
Alrighty. Well, I'll go ahead and start with the introductions here. Hey there, everybody. My name is Arcos Raid, also known as GM Ethan. I am your host for today for this session of the BattleTech RPG, A Time of War. We're on episode 4. Let's just start at the top of the Discord here. Benti, why don't you introduce yourself and your character again so everybody knows who you are?
Hello, I am Isabel Davion. I am a noble, obviously. And I don't remember what kind of mecha I drive. Wow. I might be the lamest person here. It's okay.
You drive an Ostal.
Yes. Very sorry. Hi.
It's not a bad heavy mech.
Mm-hmm. I was just watching an episode recently talking about how the Ostal is considered the Rambo of the heavy mechs.
Oh no, I have a reputation to live up to. Good God.
Yes, indeed.
No
You already
pressure,
lived
no
up to
pressure.
it.
No.
The first thing you did in the first session you ever played was shove your ally almost over. It's perfect. You're good.
Get out of my way.
It's
He
like,
was in the way. I had to get through.
yeah,
I need to play.
and you wouldn't get out of the way of your allies. You're like, nope, I'm gonna stand here. This is my spot.
You know, he was in a dragon. She's a Davian. It had to happen.
Yeah. So next in the lineup, let's introduce next Cyber. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
All right, my name is Cyber Cowboy over here. My character is Jack Daniels. He is a merc, bloodline from the Great Death Legion. He's out here to prove himself to his family that he can be on his own, and so he just loves being out in this mission. That's it.
Very nice. Very nice. Moving on to we've got Shotgun. You're up next.
I will be playing Adolphus Sinclair, Terran-born Austrian man with no affiliation to any shady telecommunications company. None. Just a humble freelancer in a Star League era Excalibur 2B. Totally normal. Nothing suspicious.
We have already established that you were part of Comstar. It has been stated.
I know. I just love playing with it. But no. Comstar
Totally not the
freelancer.
most suspicious person.
Totally not. Totally trusts his fellow non-Terrans, or not fellow, but the non-Terrans. They're fine. They're okay. They're people too, right? Yeah. Yeah, right.
I got dark.
But he is German. They have a historical issue with these things. Anyway.
All right.
But yeah, he's here to do his job, ensure that the assets are secured, and not die. That's preferable.
Heck yeah. All right. Next in the lineup, Ordaka. introduce yourself.
I play the famed Catman, Adam Katsanova, a character of sorts, and I drive, for now, 2 tanks, fielding both the Von Luchter in the Royal variant, and the Maxim heavy transport.
Hover transport.
The hover transport, it's still a transport.
It is heavy too, still.
I mean, it is heavy, but yeah.
I'm
Alrighty.
here to blow shit up, and that's what I aim to do.
Alrighty. And last but not least, Victor.
I am Victor Chirano. I am a mercenary of dubious nature. I am out here to create my own story and exceed the matriarchal expectations of my
Yeah, mama.
mom. I got mommy issues.
It is the best way to put it.
Oh no. Anyway, so I am here to fight, flirt, and you know what we're doing to victory.
Yep. All right. So
Think
that
I'm gonna
is
actually wear
our
that combat suit. That Starly combat suit's pretty good.
yeah.
Just know that I am your acquisitions specialist.
That he is.
So that is our team. So to get a bit of a recap of what anybody is getting caught up on out there, our players had just recently landed on the planet of Star's End in a hot drop situation in which pirates were attacking the main city that you see me deleting here. After defending the location from the pirates and getting them to force a retreat, after taking out 1 or 2 of their mechs, actually, they withdrew from the situation in order to reevaluate. Deploying the full level of their forces, they currently have downtime of about a week, where the forces of the Red Baron 335th, the mercenary unit that they are contracted with, are setting up defenses for the city and reinforcing the area. One of their missions is that this happens to be a former Star League base that has not been fully explored by the people here, due to the fact that it has numerous booby traps, in addition to not having command codes and other things along this line. On the previous planet, one of our players got extremely lucky and happened to find the command codes from the former son of one of the D Chevalier sons, Brigadier General Lucius D Chevalier, who had the command codes for this very base, along with some additional information about one of the possibilities of the operation to save the Camerons after the fall of Amaris during the coup. From that, they've been tasked with, by their commander Christofferson of the Red Baron 335th, to begin exploring the internals of the base using the information provided. Being that they found the PDF that had these command codes, they finally brought it to the attention of their commanders, and they had resolved to begin their exploration in the morning still, using this information to help guide their path. So, at the moment, we're going to be dealing with some of the other details of buying equipment, dealing with property values, and other things along those lines. In addition to some off-color or off the normal beaten path scene events that we'll be getting into.
Right. Because Victor needs to get his hands on a copy of that data.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to put it behind a lot of things, like an acne seam, and he's gonna have to not die by bombs.
So, first things first, let's deal with, before anybody does any dying, uh, let's deal with any of the purchases that you guys want to make.
Oh,
Okay.
At the moment,
purchase training, can I?
you cannot purchase training necessarily here because there isn't anybody who's going to sell you training necessarily unless you find somebody
Gotcha.
here who will. However,
I've already rolled my connection straight this week.
yes, you can roll it again. You just get a higher difficulty for it.
Why the fuck not? I've already got one. That's the important one.
Mm-hmm.
You try again.
So your TN would be 7 plus 1. So you're at an 8 for your TN at the moment.
Need a 4 or higher on the dice. That is a 14 total.
14.
Holy God.
Very nice. So how many successes is that over your target number of 8?
Let's see here. Target number of 8, 14. We're going to bump it down to 12. 6.
So that's
6 success over.
Okay, so that becomes an MOS of 3 because it's divided by 2.
Okay. And then...
Rounded up. So, in that case, if you've got 3 successes there, that means you have 3 uses of your connections trait.
Okay.
So, based off of whatever your connections trait is, look at the chart and see what you can do with it. For those of you out there who want to be able to follow along, there is a PDF for A Time of War available on the RPG store, Drive-Thru RPG. You can support Catalyst Games in that way. But that will give you an idea of what's going on.
What was this again? I'm sorry.
The connections trait. We're dealing with the connections.
Alright, well, we shall take...
And you can find that on the RPG drive-thru.
Yep.
For what I have planned, I'm going to need some additional people
Okay.
to make up for skills I don't have.
Okay, so you're grabbing 3 people then?
Yep, I need somebody who can get me some demolitions, somebody who can hack into computers, and somebody who can, to track people through urban environments.
Okay, so you want some urban tracking, you want somebody with the skills of demolitions, and you want somebody with the skills of hacking.
Yes.
Okay. 1 second here. Let me grab my note. Alrighty. Demolition.
it appears that I am really only good if you need hacking. I can do an HPG. Other computers are not a thing.
And you wanted somebody as well for urban tracking.
Urban tracking, yes. So I'm thinking a private investigator, a random nerd, and a former soldier.
So, what you do find is there is a miner here, actually, who is a demolitions expert.
Also works.
So he offers his services to be able to help out. You do find one of the Comstar representatives, actually, one of the acolytes, is willing to help.
Alrighty.
In addition to that, you also find an NPC who happens to be a hunter in this region, a bounty hunter.
Okay. Okay.
who's got
Well,
a
I've
target here who's willing to
Oh.
help you out.
Oh dear.
It's the reason why he's here in Star's End. Been tracking them for the last 3 days, and he offers his services to be able to help if you also help him track down his guy.
Absolutely. I will do that as an even trade. He can collect the bounty. I just need his services.
The Comstar Acolyte says that he simply wants to have copies of any information that you find. For Comstar.
I am going to ask if he can also send the data back to Toronto's Raiders by any chance.
Give me a negotiations roll for that one.
Alright. And negotiation is at +2, target number 8. That's a 9 total.
9 total?
Yep.
Alrighty. So he's more than willing to send it wherever you need to. He just warns you that with not having direct access to the HPG uplink at the moment, it will take several months to reach them.
Right. I have other means. I'm just trying to get multiple ways of getting it out there.
Yep.
Anyway. So I would like our bounty hunter friend to track down one, Katsanova, and just follow him until he puts down a data pad. He is an explosives expert, so that's why I'm grabbing the miner in order to figure out if he can disarm the explosives, and then to break any encryption. That's where we get the Comstar adept.
So I want a preference that immediately after the meeting, when I had free time, I was hiding that PDA.
Okay. So to hide the PDA, I want you to give me a.
Well, here's the thing. I want to do a interest architecture.
Okay.
To see what building is has a high point, but as well much harder to actually get to those high point, but hard to reach areas. Where are some areas that you can't just go out to through a door or anything. You gotta get there. You gotta climb there. You have to get around to it.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, it's gonna be a bit difficult. Go ahead and give me an architecture roll.
Okay.
This one will be a +2 to your TN.
Why am I finding mechs underneath the table?
Probably because some of them fell.
Okay. What's the TN again?
+2 to your base target score.
Okay. Okay. Oof. 100 by 2. I want to make this enjoyable. I threw the free edge I got. That's good enough. I just hit it.
Just hit it?
Just hit it.
Okay, so you do find a building that works for what you want.
Okay.
It's fairly high up for the most part.
Alright.
It is definitely going to serve your needs for the most part, but you're not sure how well defendable it is.
Oh, I have that. I have that taken care of in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's
All
called
right.
explosives. A lot of explosives. Oh yeah, what kind of explosives did I have in my negotiated stash of explosives?
They refilled your satchel charges. They did provide you with standard grenades. They also provided you with some baseline like white phosphorus
Shit,
to be able to use.
nice.
You have very little of it though, but it's basically designed to be able to blow out doors.
Okay,
It's a breaching charge, but that's really all they got you at the moment.
no landmines.
No landmines or anything like that. They don't
Okay.
have stuff that is as heavy duty.
Okay. Well, there's definitely one thing I'm gonna be putting down there, and I don't know if the guy's gonna like it.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Do you have to do a climbing check to get there?
No, you don't. It's a building. You can just walk up to the top.
Okay. I do want some climbing to have been done.
Okay, so you want to like kind of climb out onto the edges or something along those lines?
Yeah, like I'm thinking like little pockets in the architecture where the building dips in, but it's
So-
not something that's accessible.
So, you do find a spot that's on the building itself that is somewhat divoted in, but it's just easy enough to be out of sight, but it's still like right outside a window. But you wouldn't know it was
Not
there.
a good spot.
Yeah, it's not a great spot, but like you wouldn't know it was there unless you knew it was there. But for a lot of these buildings, you can't find anything better. A lot of them are very flat architecture.
Well, someone's gonna have a bad day if they come across it.
Okie dokie. So what are you doing?
All right. So, gonna stash it there, and then I'm gonna rig a white phosphorus charge to to basically like hit anybody that peeks around.
Okay. So anybody who would potentially like peek around it and attempt to remove it will it destroy the pad, or are they gonna is it just gonna blow up?
It's gonna be if I could point it like a claymore, like have a position to blast. I'd
Okay.
like to just blow it
Give
out
me
towards
a
people coming.
demolitions check with a +1 to your target number.
Okay.
As you are all learning, all these people are very dangerous.
Oh yes.
I really don't want people to just take my things. If they want to see it, they have to ask.
Mhm.
And if I say no, they have to buy for that. Or come to the table with something else. They don't talk about it, but I'm a titled noble.
Also need to have you give me a perception check.
Sure, I'm just trying to get down to one of my...
Do I need to roll a stealth check? Or...
Nope.
Okay.
At least you don't have to roll it. I do.
Where is this? Maybe it'd be easier if I type it in. I want to see what bonus I have. Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay.
That's not a good sound.
Okay, I thought I was them rolling the dice.
Okay.
Oh, nice. All right, so that is 8 plus 4. No, 8 plus. Yeah, 8 plus 4.
You get a target number of 10 in this case.
So I have 12.
12. Okay, so that's an MOS of 1. All right.
Actually, no. I have 13.
MOS
So
of 2 then.
I forgot my links.
Gotcha. So in this case, give me a perception check now.
Me? That's to me, Ethan?
Yep.
Okay. There it is. Okay. Okay. That is 6. That is a MOS of 2, I believe. Well, I think maybe 1. I got 9 over 7.
9 over 7. Okay. So that is an MOS of 2.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect. All right.
All right. So in that case, that brings us then to the next part of this. You've already officially like put it away. You think you're good to go. You're leaving. Are you being stealthy when you leave?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, Cook. Before I roll this, I want to see something. Does stealth suits add anything to stealth?
Yes and no. It depends on how you use them.
Okay.
This is it will give you advantages on your stealth, but it just depends on what you're doing.
Okay, because I just wanted to know if it gives a
Which
numerical
which
value.
stealth suit are you using?
I'm using the camo/ECM.
Okay. So the camo/ECM is going to camouflage you for the specific terrain that you're in. In addition, the ECM will help to defend you against ECM attacks or any type of E-war against you. So if somebody's trying to listen in on you or stuff like that. All right, what is your total on your stealth?
Here, let me actually roll it. I stopped trying to roll when I was like, let me roll that. That.
Oh dear.
Ooh,
I'll use
that
I'll
is a
use
failure.
an actual edge. I'll
Alright.
use it. Can I use an actual edge?
You can use an edge. Yep, you can
Okay.
use an actual edge.
All right, I have to buy
When
back
you're
an
using,
edge after this.
yeah, you'd have to buy back an edge after this. But in addition to that, you can't use any more edge after you've done it once.
Right, so this is I think just no, I miss it by 1, I believe.
Okay, good to know. So, you're leaving the building. You think you're being pretty stealthy. You exit and head off for the rest of your day. So, Victor,
All right.
you get a report back from the bounty hunter. He radios into you. He's like, "Hey, I got you, guy. I was not spotted. He placed it in one of the buildings here, just outside of one of the windows. He seemed to have been rigging up something with it. I'm pretty sure you want to send your other boys over, but I would do it later in the day. Maybe keep it a little bit quieter."
Sounds like a plan.
And he says that afterwards he expects some assistance from you to help track down his target.
By all means, I'm a man of my honorous word.
Okay, so after whatever you do here, you will be spending the rest of your downtime, per se. While everybody else is shopping, you are stuck helping this guy.
Right. I'll do that and help plan.
Yep. All right, so you send your acolyte and the demolitions expert. Are you going with them?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So you head up with them. going past. Let's say, are you going later?
Yes, later in the day.
Okay.
Thinking dusk.
So you
Maybe.
bypass any chance of Catman noticing you at that point.
Yeah.
You arrive at the building and you head up towards the top. Your demolitions expert is going to see if he can't disarm the bomb.
Please be careful. I don't want you to blow your face off.
I'm pretty good at these kinds of things. I've been working with explosives for a long time. You can
I
trust
know,
me.
my friend, but it helps to say it.
Well, you know, if I blow my hands off, I probably deserved it.
Attaboy.
Okay, so he gets a total of a 10.
Ooh.
You scored a MOS
I-
of 2 on your explosives, correct?
Yep.
So in total, he only gets an MOS of 1, so he does not blow himself up, but he unfortunately has not gotten it completely disabled. He's like, well, I'm gonna have to give this one more try. I didn't have it go off, but I was only partially able to disable it. If I continue any further and I mess this up, it's definitely gonna blow. But he lowers the target number by 1.
Alright.
So he only needs a 9 now. And that is an 11 total. So he will now disable the bomb.
Alrighty.
So it takes him about a good like 20 to 30 minutes to disable this bomb, but he gets it off. Like, God damn, somebody wanted to kill you.
It's worse. I work with these people.
Well, it was not the first, and it probably won't be the last time. That's how people are around here. They ain't so trustworthy. But that's what you get when you work out in the periphery.
Yeah, that's an easy 2,000 C-bills for you, wasn't it?
Indeed. Have a good one.
Alright, well, transfer him the money and...
Yep. So you pay him the 2K. The Comstar official now takes the data pad and is starting to go through the unlock process.
Alright. Be careful. Oh.
Alright.
Why are you rolling the additional D6?
Oh.
Oh.
So every time that you score a critical, you roll an additional D6. Every time you get a 6, it keeps going.
Oh dear.
So, that's a 20 on the
right
dice.
out of the water.
Plus 7, so that is a 27.
Blows it right out of the water.
Almost legendary.
He basically swipes through the codes and he does like a couple of motions. He slaps down a candle on the table and quickly lights it, says a quick prayer, and he says, "It's unlocked."
Thank you. I would like a copy of the data.
Done.
You may take your copy as well.
Done.
And an additional 2,000 C-bills for your services.
No need to pay. It is enough to have information. Glory to Jerome Blake to you.
Alright, now how to reset this so it doesn't look like we messed with it.
Oh, I can do that real quick. And he goes to reset the data pad to make it look like it was locked again.
Alright.
Not so great, but still a pass.
Alright.
I don't know all the codes themselves, but it should be fine. And he hands you back the data pad to put back into place.
We shall stick that back in the alcove and attempt to rearm the explosive.
The explosives guy already left.
Well, he didn't take the explosive, did he?
He did.
Oh. Well, this causes a problem.
You could attempt to call him back. It's not like he's completely left the building yet. I mean, like he's going towards the elevator.
We'll radio him. We'll radio him real quick. Like, hey, I need the bomb back.
Oh. Okay. And so he comes back and he'll attempt to reinstall the bomb.
Mhm. And blows himself up. No. Hopefully not. I've got demolitions myself.
So
Can I-
bomb back, just barely.
Shaky hands.
Okay.
But you observing it, it doesn't look as nearly as good as it was before, but it should pass.
Right. Hopefully, he just thinks somebody messed with it.
Alrighty. The data has been sent, and you now
Did
have a
you-
copy.
Ethan, did you
Right.
see what I sent on Discord?
No, I have not yet. Hold on.
I'll look at that real quick, please.
Well, we have to go to our pilot person and have them relay the data as well.
Okay.
From the previous episode.
So to answer your question, based off of the stealth roll from previous, no, you did not notice them.
No, I mean later in the day.
No, you did not.
Okay.
That's what I mean. The stealth roll that I had from before, you did not notice. That was what the other 12 was for.
Mm.
So that brings us then to everybody else. What is everybody else doing in this meantime?
I'd like to find more out about like just what happened on our last mission there, because that's what Jack Daniels will do, because he's assessing the battleground.
Okay, so you're trying to dig up some information on your enemy?
Yeah, just what happened, just what we just went through.
Okay. Is there any particular skills that you're looking to use in this case?
Just more, I guess. Just what is it? Investigation. Let's see if we have anything interest. Using some of his leadership skills, I guess. 'Cause he's
Okay.
just, you know.
You have strategy as well too. You could look at strategy.
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 Yeah.
Leadership wouldn't really apply in this case.
Okay, yeah, so we'll just use strategy. Strategy. So he's just trying to figure out like just what happened. We just got dropped in the hot zone. We
Okay.
came in, we tried to go through the left side, and then all of a sudden, as soon as we started coming around, they just booked it out of there and did some airstrikes, and it just, to me, it seemed kind of odd.
Yeah. Give me a strategy check then to see what you think about this. You can also give me a military history check.
Okay, so dice roll or just
Yep. Just roll for both. Start with strategy.
a strategy is a 6.
6 total. Against your target number of 9. So based off the strategy, you're not entirely certain as to what this means. It's unusual, but not anything that particularly strikes you in a certain way.
Okay, and then history, I guess I'll just roll my history.
Mhm.
Got a 7.
7. Okay.
Trying to find where all my stuff is at. Shoot.
7.
Okay, history. I needed 8, so yeah.
All
I
right.
blew those 2.
And you've got a level of 2 in it, so that would make it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you get a success on that.
Okay.
What you do know is these are the Belt Pirates. The Belt Pirates are a unofficial ally of the Oberon Federation. These guys have been around for a while and have been holding their position here for a good long time. They're not like so green as to get easily taken by house forces.
Mhm.
They've been defending themselves from the Lyrans for a good long time. In addition to that, they are also happen to be getting backing from the Federation itself, which is providing them with cash as well as mech and supplies.
Okay.
So, in one way or another, they're doing something right because they probably have some more experienced leadership than you would justifiably believe for pirates normally. But these guys are probably a lot more experienced than most people give them credit for.
They're kind of organized, well-organized pirates then.
Yeah, they've been around a while.
Okay.
They're not
So, yeah.
unknown.
All right. So they're established on this planet right here. So
Yeah.
they're just trading along, just trying to disrupt production here
Yeah.
for us. Okay.
This is probably the most bold they've ever been, but it's it's not unsurprising that they've been able to organize themselves well enough to keep people from taking them down.
Okay. So they're faulty. Okay. All right. That's pretty much what I would be doing.
Okay, so
Just trying to figure out.
you're taking some time to research and continuing to do some stuff there. Benti, Shotgun, what are you guys doing?
Oh, well, let's see here. I was desperately perusing the rulebook to figure out how wealth works, and I think I've got it down. But let's see here. I need like a soft refresher because I was there for when we shot the crap out of these guys, but I haven't been for like 2 sessions. So we defeated the pirates, entered the town, setting up a perimeter. What would I be doing? I guess I would try to investigate the. It is a Starleague base. Is this like a proper Castle Bryan, or is it more like heavily fortified deep in the center of the city?
This is considered a Castle Bryan of a sorts. It's been modified to some degree, though. You can definitely tell that this is a Castle Bryan, however, that got cracked open.
And I have no idea what modifications that have. Just okay.
Yeah.
So I guess what I would mostly try to do is first investigate and see how much the locals know about it, because they've basically lived around it for God knows how long, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a negotiations check.
Okay.
Because you're going to be negotiating with the locals.
And for the really, really embarrassing negotiation, to be have it probably not. I'll probably just have a very basic. Okay. So what would I be rolling for this?
It'd be your negotiation skill, which I don't know if you.
It's probably a 0 from much of it because I don't see it on the initial skill list.
It's here on your second
Very
page. Let's see, interrogation, administration, acting, blah 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 blah. I don't think you have negotiations.
I don't. So is that just like a flat roll then?
No, it is at a -4.
Oh, great.
You are not good at talking to people.
I'm not. I'm very impersonal, and I also trust literally no one on this planet. So, what dice value is that then?
So 2d6. You'd be rolling 2d6, and you would be just subtracting 4 to whatever you roll.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh,
All right, 2d6 right now. That's a 5 minus 4. I learned nothing.
Okay, so you begin to start to talk to most of the locals.
I am attacked by a random passerby.
You get quickly annoyed with a lot of these people as you feel they're lowborns. They're not worth your time or effort. These are just dirty periphery trash people.
I guess,
and it happens to slip out of your mouth at one point. And it is greeted by an immediate fist to the face from another person.
Nice.
As it should. You bastard.
Base jocks.
So you're in a bit of a fist fight right now. Give me some martial arts rolls, because you're in a fight.
Better gonna be fun. That's another 2d6, I imagine, and then I'll just ask if I have
Yep, it's going to be adding in your martial arts, which you have a 1 in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's a 6 plus a 1. That's 7.
All right, so that is a success.
How far am I
Versus
Okay,
away
the
from
other
him?
guy, who is also got a 7, but they have no martial arts skill. They just have a 0 in it. They're a normal person. So you're a little bit stronger than they are. You're able to slightly overpower them in the fight. But you're mostly kind of on the defensive end right now. Give me another martial arts roll as they're coming after you.
How far am I away from them, or are we in totally different areas?
Great.
Totally different areas.
So
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'm currently being pursued by an angry mob, is what you were telling me.
Yeah.
That's just
I was about
just
to say.
one
I
dude.
can-
It's just one dude who got pissed at you. So that's a 5.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. So, what do I do? Do I just run? I don't
2d6.
think
You could start running if you want to.
you know what? No, that's not the kind of guy he is. I would probably try and finish this fight with another martial arts roll and knock that man unconscious.
Yeah, give me another 2d6 and see if you can't beat this dude up.
I mean, that seems like the only option. So we got that's a 9. That's an 8 plus 1.
8 plus 1. All right, that is a definite success with two ranks of success. This guy failed in his martial arts, so he goes to make a swing with a big right hook. You catch him on the inside and basically uppercut this man's jaw and just send him flat onto the ground.
Good job.
Filthy fucking periphery trash guys. Fucking shite. Touch me.
The Scheißkopf.
After laying out this dude,
Daniel, I'm simply asking your peasant ass.
see, there was a bit of a crowd forming, and they were starting to root for the dude. And after you just knock him flat on the ground, everybody's like, "Oh."
no, it's happy.
And then one or two people clap. Give me a let's see. Do you have any acting, leadership? You've got some leadership.
Let me look. I've got some leadership for sure. That's a 3, but it's got a link of -1, so I can work with that. And the
Yeah.
acting.
Let's see, do you have any other skills
Oh.
here that might help you? Oh, you do have acting. You actually have level 4 in acting.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
here.
Give me an acting
Oh.
roll to see if you
All
can
right,
win the crowd over.
I'm going to attempt to act as wounded personally as possible. I'm trying to help you people. If I know why the pirates came here, which is likely for the base, they're here clearly for the lost tech. Tell me what you know, and I can help you. This could probably be avoided. Fuck. It's a 3 plus 4. It's not great.
3 plus 4. All right. Luckily, you do have a -1 in it, so it's only a 6 overall against target number of 8. So it's that's an MOL of 1. So you're kind of losing the crowd a little bit. They think that you're kind of a condescending asshole, and most of them are just dispersing.
It's the accent. It's just the accent.
So most of them just
Yeah,
kind
I
of
would
walk
just-
away.
Well, fine. I throw my arms up in disgust, and I decide I'm just going to go and survey this fucking ruin myself. God damn it. I could probably do way better on my own than these peripheral garbage could in 100 years. And they've been living next to it for God knows how long. I haven't figured out how to get past a meager booby trap. Couldn't even just throw bodies at the problem. Fucking worthless people. Anyway, so that's my next mission. I guess I'm just going to wander
Okay.
off.
All right. Why don't you give me a military history then?
I can do that for you. Let's see. So we've got military history +4. So rolling 2 there. That's a 9 plus 4.
9 plus 4. All right. Very nice. So with your background with Comstar and a lot of the knowledge and information that you have access to, kind of going through the notes, you understand that this Castle Bryan is a modified research defense base. It was probably developed in specific relation to something along the lines for the Civil War period. It was probably done as a holdout base to deliver supplies to the front for the Periphery Wars, but also doubled as a research facility as well, based off of its multiple levels, in the way that it was constructed as a sealed dome with extra protections for EVA modules.
Oh, all right. Fascinating.
But the dome has been breached at some point, and based off the scarring and materials, it looks like it was definitely hit by a nuclear device at one point.
Well, that would be how either Amaris or those in the periphery would behave. That's not shocking.
So Benti,
Now,
what are you up to?
That's a great question.
You're a noble.
Sorry,
You're a noble in
I've
the
been trying to
countryside.
figure out that. Yeah, no. So I think that I'd probably try to help with my Actually, my acting is really low. I don't know. Very good. I'd probably try to help Shotgun right now, trying to act, because I can tell that he's doing a very bad job at getting this guy to even mildly trust him.
Okay.
And like, I'm not a great noblewoman. I don't have anything that would actually help me here. But I have a 0 in acting. Wow, I didn't build this well.
Well, I mean, like, hey, if you get a 0 in acting, that's better than not having any acting.
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah. But so a 0 in acting means that you're a very much a novice in acting, but you're not so novice that you're not trained in it at all.
Okay.
You do have a -1 in it though, because your charisma is a -1. You're not very charismatic as a noble.
No, she's stuck up. Why would she be?
Exactly. All right, so
team low charisma here.
Yeah.
Give me an acting roll then of 2d6 -1. Your target number is an 8.
Well, with a -1, that's a 10. I'm using the Google dice roller. I got an 11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Then
-1
you're
is
able
10.
to assist him in kind of winning the crowd over. You basically get everybody to leave him alone at that point and not try and start another fight.
All right.
The mob.
They kind of leave with like, okay, that guy's kind of an asshole, but you know, at least we know that he's not a bad guy.
Oh, I'm not going to help with the asshole portion of it. I might even call him a jerk at some point.
Yeah,
But,
no. You're just making sure that nobody. Yeah, nobody's gonna really like pick another fight at this point. You've dissuaded the locals from beating him up further, or at least jumping him later in the streets. But you're a noble woman from House Davion. You've got some level of status. You may not be in line for the throne, but you are part of the family, and you are related to the first prince.
Yeah.
And you're a baron. I mean, like, you've got some title. You got some pull around this area.
All right.
You are very far away from home, though.
Yeah. Would it be? I guess it doesn't matter if it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Would she be? Would it be possible for her to just tell somebody to goddamn help her open up the computer and just get it to work, because she is a noble? And how dare you not listen to me?
Of course. Of course. In that case,
in those terms, by the way.
Absolutely. Let's see what we can do. You're ordering some people around. Let's see what we can do here.
I don't know if I can use my protocol for this, but I could like go through the chain of command and explain to some idiot why you have to listen to me right now. Now open the fucking password and put the thing in the computer. Go.
Okay,
She has
so
very low computers. So she has no
you're going to some of the administrators in the you're going to some of the administrators for the 335th Red Baron unit, and you're gonna basically try and force them into doing the work for you.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what...
Okay, go ahead and give me a give me a protocol roll for protocol mercenary in this case.
Alright. And that's again
2d6.
that's just 2d6?
Yep.
Alright.
In this
So that
case,
was a base roll of 7.
base roll of 7. You have a 3 in protocol. So that would definitely do it. Oh, you also have the natural aptitude, which gives you advantage on that roll. So you actually roll 3d6 for that.
Oh.
And you take the
should
higher
we roll
roll.
that then?
Yeah, go ahead and roll 3d6. You take the higher of the 2d6.
Okay.
For those of you out there who are wondering what that is, protocol in the trait here, if you have protocol, and there should be a slash next to it that says natural aptitude, that's my bad. But natural aptitude lets you get advantage on a skill check.
Okay, and you said I roll the 3 dice twice and give you the higher number?
You just roll 3d6, and then you take the 2 higher d6.
Oh, okay. What do I do? Alright, so that is that's a 5 and a 5, that's a 10. Wow. My brain doesn't do math.
A 10? Okay.
Yeah.
So a 10 total plus 3, so that's 13 over an MOS on 9, so that would give you an MOS of 2 overall. So, you're able to order some of these administrators to help you. The Comstar guy who's actually coming in to deliver some information to those guys to be able to send off in the communication center where most of the administrators are, you even rope him into it. That acolyte. Getting him to give you assistance. So now they have the computer open and working for you. What do you need, ma'am? We're here to listen. Whatever you need.
Considering how little I know about computers, who was it that was actually messing with the computers and like trying to have some success with
that? That was Chiranu had some extra people. You have the guy who's the acolyte there of Comstar, because he happened to walk into the comms tower and he got roped into it. So he's the one kind of working the computers for you.
All right.
What do you want to order him to do?
I guess order them to assist the guy who's already working on the computers. My character has no idea what computers mostly even do. She is a 0 in computers, so she knows enough that like
I know
she
that's
can make
a computer.
an Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, I know that that's a computer, and
She
I know
has
you
the
can
belief of NCIS. If you have 2 people on the same keyboard, you type faster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She knows just
That's
enough
the
about
level.
computers to be dangerous. Gotcha.
Just enough to break the computer.
Just
So-
enough to put McAfee antivirus on.
I mean, maybe not even that much. Literally just enough to say, all right, good, you're listening to me? Help him. Fix it.
Fix what?
But my assumption is we're trying to get into the computer, which in her experience usually ends with some sort of blue screen saying don't do that.
Okay.
So she's assuming that it's already broken.
Okay. It's not broken,
Just
man.
get us to the page, open it, and unlock it. I don't know.
I already have it unlocked.
Ah, well.
I'm sorry. I just work here.
Oh.
I'm just a lowly acolyte. I'm star.
That's with a wandering accent.
It's all it is.
Now, just in case, and at the risk of embarrassing Venti here, do you mean you
please
want
do.
him to help me access the base? Is that what you're trying
Yes.
to do?
That one.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. So like listening between the two of you, it's like, I was going to try and use the information to make a map.
Don't
but
they have a map? Do you have a map?
I don't have a map yet. No, I've been working on it. I can do that. Just like give me an hour. An hour.
25
He can
minutes.
have his hour.
I am going to go to the bathroom and brush my hair. You have until I come back. At which point I will start throwing things at you.
I
That's a
understand.
noble for you.
Okay. And he immediately starts getting to work. Let's see if he makes any mistakes along the way, because now he is panicking. He's very scared of this noble woman.
Exactly how this.
He's so demanding.
Okay, so he doesn't make any mistakes along the way. He does actually do it a little bit faster than he expected to, with the motivation of having stuff thrown at him otherwise. But he's completed the first 3 levels of the area in which he is kind of mapped out for the most part.
Very good. See? Proper motivation. It always brings the time down. I don't know why people always lie to me about how long things take.
I still have to finish the other 2 levels, but here's the beginning of it. Please don't hit me.
Oh, that's fine. Just keep going at the speed you were going and nothing bad will happen.
Okay. The poor guy is just terrified.
Oh yeah, he's just told, do what I told you and you won't get hit.
Yeah.
He's also terrified
This is
because
how the world works.
he's also slightly terrified because he did not realize that you are like a titled noble.
Exactly. No, I can have your entire family executed. Let's get with the going.
So yeah, so he continues to keep working on that. Is there anything else that you two would like to do, since you're kind of working together at this point?
Oh, let's see here. I've already kind of given the outside a good casing. I guess I would ask for my basic knowledge without interrogating anybody, because clearly I can't do that. How many levels would this... Actually, that's a better question. What kind of defenses come standard in a Castle Brian and about this modifications? What would I expect to see?
You would definitely expect to see turret emplacements, laser emplacements. You would definitely say you would see a lot of internal defenses that are designed to seal off sections and rooms. You would also see kill traps inside of the base as well.
Okay. Then I could probably be safe in assuming that the reason the pirates came here was probably to eventually open it.
Yeah. Based off your idea of what the Castle Brian could hold, Castle Brians are generally caches for massive stockpiles of equipment and technology, and were generally used as, cache sites for entire units to be able to work off of in case they needed to basically start a war in that region.
Okay. Yeah,
It's enough technology and weaponry to fuel an army.
All right. I might kind of take Isabeau kind of by the shoulder real quick and be like, so I'm just saying, if we could get in there, that could be a lot of useful material, just in general. Maybe you, with your hot-blooded temper, could get some of the local folk to help, and I'm not saying they have to eat the bullets from the turrets and everything, but it might be nice to have a few bodies between them and us as we go through this thing.
Oh god.
Fortunately, I feel like my father would be very upset with me if I literally took the ammunition out of the defense of a castle. Just
Look.
as
This
a
castle has been here for like 200 years. Nobody's using it. And we could use it to fend off any further pirate incursions. It's a win-win. So if a couple trolls happen to
if you
find
use your deterrent, it's no longer a deterrent.
Because that's the thing.
now
There's no
used
deterrent to
resource.
anyone right now. It's just inert. It's a big ruin. It's these ignorant savages, people built an entire city around. But we could get in and actually make something valuable out of it, other than an endless tomb to the failure of Starly. Yeah.
As you guys are having this conversation, you're in the communications center for that the 335th are using. One of the administrators walks up to you and puts a hand on both of your shoulders and turns you both around to face him. This guy
I've been
is
disagreeing with him, so I'm not too concerned. I've already been saying that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah,
So,
but he turns to face both of you. You see this guy is relatively well built for somebody who is wearing a very nice, like, kind of like pale blue suit and tie setup. And you can see that he's wearing one of the Red Baron pins, as well as has a red tie. Larger male, mostly bald for the most part, very dark black skin. You can see that he's got a wonderful, like, kind of like goatee going. That's almost kind of curling grayish white. And he says, "Look, both of you, I understand your presence here is of nobility and those of station. But listen here, it's important that you understand that the people here are simple miners. We're here under contract to protect them. And we're also here under contract to be able to uncover the secrets of this base. We're aware of the situation. I know you may not be used to this kind of work, but let me give you some guidance on what's going on. By the way, my name is Blake Creeley. I am your communications expert here, and I'm one of your technicians who'll be working on any of the communication setups here. That's why I'm here, obviously. But I want you to understand something. The best work you could be doing right now, at the moment, would be to find any additional information hidden in the city at the precise idea. Now, if you can gather information from the locals of maybe some interesting spots in the city, that might be helpful. Otherwise, I would say just take your time to explore the area, get familiar with the place. You're going to be here for the next 2 to 3 years or more. In addition, we've got to take down these pirates. But let me have a conversation about something else first. Number one, who are you with exactly? I know who you are, Miss Isbucks Davion. You're one of the daughters of the first prince. That's an important title to have, being a baron out here in the wastelands. That carries a little bit of weight. It's unusual to see, obviously. But I reckon nobility doesn't tend to come out this far. And you're way out of the area.
yeah.
What the hell brought you here?
I got lost slightly. Just lost. No reason.
Lost and joined up with the mercenary unit?
When you're lost and you run out of money, what do you do? I have a mech, I have a few things, I can take care of myself, and I don't mind if they die.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, all right. Well, okay.
How can I argue?
He's at a little loss
Large
for
black
words for
man
you,
in
but
just
he turns to face you. Now, you, sir, Mr. What is your name?
Sinclair.
Sinclair.
Adolphus Sinclair.
Adolphus Sinclair. Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor Adolphus Sinclair. My bad.
Yeah, I'm glad you read at least some of the profile. Yeah,
All right.
you do some of your work.
What is your doctorate in?
Ballistics technology, mech design. Technically, I also have a BA in medicine, surgery, general practice.
Oh,
Yeah. Graduated Fort Cameron magna cum laude.
really? Oh, okay. So you're a Terran born.
Yeah, that would be it. Austrian province specifically.
I don't know what that is, but I do know you're highborn and you're pretentious as fuck. And I don't like you.
Yeah, I guess that is common.
So, do me a favor. Stop talking before somebody else wants to knock your teeth in.
Elf is going to cross his arms and not say anything else for the rest of this conversation.
Now, what
That
you
entire giggle
can
fit was
do...
in character. She just laughed at him openly.
yeah, I mean, like, a couple of people in the communications room are now snickering as he's, like, kind of been put into his place. But he continues on to say, now what you can be doing to help me out here is that we don't have an officiated doctor who has been hired on. Why don't you see if you can't find some medical staff to be able to hire on to the 335th to be able to support our unit? I'm pretty sure that's what you were hired to do here, were you not?
Sure, that is entirely my purpose, along with the expertise in mech warrior combat. I will see who I can find. This is a periphery hall, though, so expect some veterinarians to be mixed in with a lot.
Well, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, I guess. But
as they can stitch wounds, they'll be useful.
Fair enough. But you're
gonna get punched again.
You're a mech warrior?
Yeah, the Excalibur 2B is mine. Who did you think it belonged to?
What? Let me check my records. And he immediately runs over to one of the computers and starts checking some stuff. And he's like going down the list and he sees your name. And he's just dumbfounded for like a good solid 3 minutes. He's just sitting there. A couple people walk over and are like, wait, what?
So I just sit there, arms crossed. Occasionally, just
they all kind of turn around and kind of look at you. And
checking the dirt under his nails.
He speaks up again and he says, "Now, okay. I can see from your paperwork here, we're not officially signed on to be able to be a doctor. But we don't have medical staff at the moment. Now, maybe this is a conversation we should have then. Let me call up Christopher and let me get Lucius in here and we'll do some renegotiations here. And Miss Davion, if you don't mind staying as well, I'd like to have a conversation with you as well with the boss about some stuff that we can work on."
I assume there will be refreshments?
I will make sure that something is brought.
Yeah, she says that very pointedly, as in, it's 3:30 and I haven't had tea yet. When are you going to feed me?
Okay.
She's got the noble roll down pat, doesn't she?
Oh man, this is good.
The GM's
I am
just
half
threatening somebody.
tempted to slap her myself. Hold on. That is just. Oh, God.
Oh man, this is beautiful. All right, so after calling up the boss, he gets off the phone after a few minutes and he says, "Well, we won't be having tea here. Obviously, it's a communication center. We're gonna be heading over back to the main Delvin Mining Corp tower, and we'll be having our meeting up at the boardroom. And tea and crumpets will be served."
A decent, refreshing meeting. This I can do. You boys stay up here in the sweaty tower and have fun.
They all kind of look at each other and go, "Okay." All right, so you guys get into a car that's brought over. It's not really like anything fancy. It's just one of the standard trucks that was brought in by the unit.
A wheeled vehicle. Are you serious? No hovercars. And even God, where am I? Middle of nowhere. As he gets in.
You're in the periphery, sir. We don't have a lot of those
Try not
until
to
you get
remind
out to the farmlands.
Are the seats clean? Like when she looks in, does she see dirt or anything on them?
Surprisingly,
Is it
it is not terribly dirty at the moment. When you look inside, like the floorboards are mostly black, so you can't really tell, but there's no immediate staining or anything like that. These trucks are relatively new. And look like
She's
they've
still
been
gonna take a
cleaned.
handkerchief and put it on the seat and sit like as far off the seat as she can.
Okay, absolutely. So the guy driving drives you off towards the tower. You guys are brought up via the elevator up towards the top. As you get off, you can see Christopherson is sitting in one of the chairs next to Kyle, who is leading the meeting, and they're discussing some stuff. You can also see Lucius is standing behind Chris, kind of like whispering in his ear a couple of things here and there. The man Steve is also with you, the communications officer.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you all have a seat? I will go ahead and get the refreshments started, and you have a conversation about what's going on here.
Very well. As Adolphus takes a seat and promptly just crosses his arms as the usual imperious stance, sitting or standing.
Hello there. I'm sure we didn't get a great chance to talk. I'm Kyle. I represent the interests of the Delvin Mining Corporation. I hope we'll all be working together just fine.
Gotcha. Why not? So what exactly do you people mine out here on this rock?
Our particular interest here is we've uncovered some technology from the Castle Bryan when we first arrived here. We were able to unlock one of the facility areas, the research center of this building, which was one of the last intact, and it happened to have.
Adolphus is pulling out a personal data pad. And how many people died in that excavation? Just curious. You know, the automated systems of Castle Bryan can be quite lethal.
Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss any injury reports or any internal information in regarding our operations.
Slap me with a wet handkerchief. Very well. Continue. So you you found technology here, and you mine rocks. Is that about your understanding?
Well, we mine a lot of stuff here. We mine materials necessary for building dropships. That was our initial point, and we were gonna use it to build systems for battle mechs as well as other things. The reason why we brought you all out here is because we were having trouble unlocking a lot of this base because there's a lot of technology still down here, and we're not the most sophisticated, and so we brought in help who we thought could help. There's a particular problem with when we arrived. We had discovered the technology that we had found here was technology to build KF drives. Very sensitive
Fascinating.
technology, obviously. In the wrong hands and in hands that are not of our interest, profit could be lost. So, to protect the interests
And
of
not just
government,
profit, if a bunch of filthy pirates from the belt get control of that technology, they could build as many jump ships as they could reasonably find material. That would be a problem for everyone.
yes, the asteroids around here are incredibly rich in germanium, which is used for the processing to make dropships. So one of the things that we're trying to avoid is any damage or additional issues that come along with this. But they have particularly taken over facilities in this area. I'm sure this was mostly explained at the briefing, but I understand that some details may have not been missed or well explained. But I hope that helps. But I apologize. I did not realize I was in the presence of a lot of nobility here. I didn't realize that. Sorry.
Perhaps next time you enter a room, make introductions.
Yes.
Is that not part of your training here, or is that just something that I learned?
I was simply unaware of your presence here. I was only told that we had mercenaries, so I was not aware that we had nobility. Obviously, I don't want this to reflect poorly on any relationships with House Davion. But allow me to formally, more appropriately introduce myself. I'm Brian Katsunura. I'm the representative of the Delvin Mining Corporation. My interest here, in particular, to make sure that the Delvin Mining Corp's business interests within uncovering lost tech technology here are protected and well suited. I know that the House Davion would love to have some negotiations in this. I did not realize they had sent a representative.
I'm not here in a official capacity. I was shopping and I got turned around.
Oh? He looks extremely confused.
With a vendetta
Beyond my
me
friend.
here when
There's
you're
nothing to
supposed to take me
understand.
elsewhere.
Christofferson raises a hand and orders you guys to both be quiet. In the interest of what we are doing here, allow me to explain. This particular person had arrived at Stilton and had agreed to sign on board with me for interests of making money to be able to return to her homeworld. She was on tour to get a better perspective, as far as I was told, and had wandered fairly far. Being that the Federated Commonwealth now has Davion members that are touring in Lyran space, thanks to the marriage of Christina Steiner, it is imperative that we all come to an understanding here. That she is simply a noblewoman who has decided to gain some real experience on the battlefields. And she has serviced herself well out there. I think you've done phenomenally. I myself...
Supposed to rule peasants if you've never talked to them.
We do not refer to them as peasants. Though you may have station, we do have similar station. Be forewarned, we are from the same empire. I am also a baron.
Ah, very good.
I do not like to flaunt my title or status, but it is something that I do use when needed, when dealing with nobles. Technically, you would be my junior in this case, because you are far younger than me, by far. In addition to that, you are simply a baronet, not quite a baron.
Oh, so true. I was less talking about you and more about the common folk.
The common folk here are our clients at the moment. This city is being paid for by the Delvin Mining Corporation. These are their people. They have paid us to protect them and remove the pirates from this area. It would be best if you treated them with some level of respect. Am I clear?
Yeah, sure. Very clear, sir. Yeah, well.
Now, as for you, Mr. Sinclair,
Yeah, well.
you had
Yeah.
not informed me that you were a doctor.
No, I suppose I did not. It might have slipped my mind when I was assigned to your unit. It was in the capacity as a McFly.
Well, I have been looking for a doctor for my unit. I was hoping to find one here, as there were several veterinarians in the area, and there is currently already a doctor here for the mining corporation themselves. I was going to see if I could hire him on temporarily to help the unit. But if you could take that position, and instead be the lead on this, then maybe this could be of both of our benefits. Additional pay for you,
Then I do have it.
and more work gets done for me.
Yeah, I suppose that would be more than adequate. However, I do have to. Jesus, accent. I do have to insist, however, that I not be distracted from the process of, how do you say, excavating this Castle Brian. God
Yes.
damn it, I keep falling into French. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to do this in English. Words. Well, I would love to assist you medically, and I will certainly set up a triage and everything else that's necessary. I need to be able to study this Castle Brian and find its contents and open it. That's essential for everybody.
Yes, I don't
However, in the
expect
defense
you.
of these people,
To be fair, I don't expect you to neglect your duties of what I have already hired you for. But when it comes to frontline battles and being able to take care of the wounded afterwards, I expect you to be able to do so.
of course, the surgery is very simple. You shouldn't see too many horrible injuries as long as the pilots do not begin using chemical lasers. Yeah.
Yes. And obviously, that's why I also need you on the front lines to be able to do frontline triage. Having you
That is
be
simple enough.
proficient at your job is important. Now, as for the rest of the hiring process, would you like to take care of this yourself and hire on your own people? Or are you willing to let some of my administrators take care of the rest?
Nein, I will vet the doctors.
Very well.
If I'm going to assemble an effective team, I must know them personally, and I must be more than capable of ascertaining their actual capabilities. No offense to your staff, but none of them are tender surgeons.
I won't disagree with you there. However,
Excellent. Yeah.
we already have a team of first aid responders, at least, and we have usage of 2 MASH trucks that have been brought with our unit. We just don't have an official doctor signed on.
Then, now you do. That's all I say.
So if you can find other doctors, I'm more than welcome to help you negotiate the terms, as obviously this is my unit, so I will deal with their payment. But if you bring them to me and they are vetted by you, I will take you at your word that they are good enough to be used.
Very
Now,
well.
in addition to that, the Castle Brian itself, you're supposed to be meeting up with Gordon sometime later today to be able to deal with the situation at hand and begin to explore the area. I would say the best opportunity will be relatively soon to do that. I know that there is information that has been provided already that explains a lot of how this area is set up and how it works. I know that one of the Comstar agents who I spoke to on the phone earlier had said that they are mapping out the current area for the first lead levels and have already completed that, and they are finishing up the last 2.
Yeah, Isabel was most instrumental in that process, I believe.
Good to hear. Then you are making some progress in work. I'm glad to see that my payments are going well. My investment in both of you is worthwhile.
You hired a Terran-born mech warrior and a Davion noble. We should be well worth them.
I have met many nobles. Not many have balls or brains.
Very, very
This
few
is
of them are worth paying anything.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, if that is all, then I will have the paperwork written up and provided you with the standard rate of pay for a doctor in my unit. And anybody else that you bring on, who is then vetted, I will give you an additional bonus of, let's say, 5% of your current pay rate on top.
This is acceptable.
I will give you up to a max of an additional 3 doctors. Am I clear?
Very fair. Crystal.
All
Come on.
right. Then you are dismissed.
Jawohl. And with that, he puts his PDA away, which he's had out the entire time, and goes on.
All right.
Off to go kick in some veterinarian's door and demand that he be a useful surgeon now.
Now, Miss Davion, if you could stay for another moment.
Oh, of course.
And
Doctor, you're fucked.
so tea is finally brought in, along with some little cakes and sandwiches.
What the?
And they all sit down, and Christopherson and Lucius finally sit down and say,
Abby, you have to take it out of my face, honey. Sorry, you put it all the way in my nose. I can't do anything about that.
Oh, that was cute. Doggy wants to have some attention. So there's a little dog running around with a chew toy in its mouth.
She got her squeaky toy out, and that's when everything ends.
There's a little doggy running around with a chew toy that Kyle brought in.
Yeah.
But he dismisses Kyle and his dog. This is a private conversation, if you don't mind. He's like, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to work. And he heads back down with the communications officer as well. Lucius is sitting.
Before he can really get a word in edgewise, she's gonna try and just dive into like local gossip in her area, maybe like distract them from whatever they're about to say, so that she can eat her tea.
Like,
yes, eat that tea.
You know,
Isabel, please listen intently. Enjoy your tea, but I want you to listen.
very well.
I assigned you onto this unit because, well, to be frank, your father and your mother asked me to do so.
No, they don't know where I am. You can't just tell me that.
Yes,
why?
They do. I know
What-
them very
did you-
well. Yes, it is only a coincidence you ended up on my doorstep, of all people. We've worked together previously. In some time
Have we?
ago. It's close to maybe 40 years ago at this point. It was a different time. But me and your father, we got along well. And I understand that your particular persuasion of why you're here is because you don't want to deal with the arranged marriage. Is that correct?
If you had seen him, you would also be on the other side of the galaxy, okay?
Look, to be perfectly honest, technically I'm your uncle.
No.
Yes. So, I am harboring you for now. But, if you're going to return to home at some point, I would like you to return with your head held high, at least. Show some merit. Be able to prove yourself as a capable woman, among not just those who are in the nobility, but those among the battlefield. And that may dissuade your particular partner.
I did pretty well yesterday.
You did well, yes, but that is not enough. You come from a long line of mech warriors, and you come from a very long line of people who have proven themselves to be very capable leaders. You are young.
Text my teammate the other day. I did good work.
You know.
Sorry.
You're being compared to those of the first prince. You are being compared to those of your mother, who happens to be one of the former magistrates. You are from a different generation of people. You have a lot of deep, dark shadows that are looming over you. And I am willing to help you in this. But you have to listen. You have to not be such a child. You have to understand that this is hard work, and that you have to be committed to it. Look, I get...
I'm nothing if not good at taking orders.
Yes, but... Again, I get it. You don't want to marry just some random Lyran-born to strengthen the resolve of the Steiner Davion household.
I would be fine with some random Davion, as long as he didn't have a nose like that.
I understand. He's...
Got a Google Gobble nose?
I get it. He's a butt ugly goblin who looks like that of a cheese roll.
Oh man.
What did I walk into? I had to step
And that I
away.
have all these pictures and they
I
get
don't know.
But why did I get stuck with this?
Well, because he is a high-ranking noble. And Lyrans aren't exactly well known for taking care of themselves or being competent at any military matters. Most of the good ones have already left or have died. Or have been ousted from the military, even. Though Katrina Steiner
Unfortunately for me,
Davion...
mine hasn't died yet.
Yeah, well... That is, unfortunate of the case. But not all hope is lost. To be fair, there are other opportunities and options. You have a right to refusal, but you have to prove yourself capable enough on the battlefield to warrant yourself a rank upgrade of a station well above that of your Lyran counterpart. Which means that you have to be much higher up. If we can give you nobility of a higher rank and title by earning this unit accolades for the Federated Commonwealth, then we can avoid this problem. This mission will ensure that. It's easy work, and if we destroy both of the pirate units that we've been contracted to take out, my rank will upgrade and I can upgrade yours. And if we get it high enough, you can avoid the marriage. Are we clear?
I mean,
Absolutely
you could also
crystal,
avoid the
Uncle.
marriage by shooting the ugly fuck, but you know.
I feel like my dad would yell at me. But this seems like a better
I didn't
Yes.
say you had to shoot the ugly fuck.
So, if we've come to an understanding on this, you will work hard, yes?
Absolutely.
Because pretty
I'm not
much...
opposed to hard work.
No, well, your future relies on this, though. Which means that you have to put some serious effort into it. And that doesn't mean being an airhead and holding your nobility and station over others is going to help you.
I should probably learn how to work a computer, huh?
Yes, you should. Ordering people to do something is not the way to make yourself efficient at doing a job well. Either learn to lead soldiers properly and take some notes from them and learn how to do their jobs as well, or be successful on the battlefield enough to show that you can lead the front lines as a capable strategic commander. Or invest yourself into particular stations or particular hobbies that you have that would benefit the unit. Get good at something. You have capability, you have potential, but you are too spread out, doing too much. You need to focus. Am I clear?
Yes, uncle.
All right. Now, our relationship is not to come outside of this room. Am I clear, Lucius? And Lucius says, yes, sir. We're clear. And
And
Gordon.
she drops the uncle and says, yes, sir.
Good. Okay. He also says, Gordon, Sashway, you understand the station and understanding of what's going on? And you can see standing behind you at the door, they came in very quietly, is your Lance Commander and second in command, Lance Gordon and Sasha Niue. They both salute and say, yes, sir. The relationship does not leave this room. The understanding of what's going on will not go any further than this. Anybody who finds out, it's fine. We're not going to punish anybody. However, I would highly suggest that those here who understand this try and keep it under wraps as best as possible. All right, you're dismissed. And Isabel, please take care of yourself.
I will do my best.
All right, dismissed. And they all begin to exit.
All right.
Alrighty, so that'll bring us to the next part of this. Anybody
Alright.
with the property skill, or the property trait, let me know what your property level is.
That would be 2 for me.
Alrighty?
Okay, so you own a planet. Gotcha.
5 for me.
Alright, 5. Anybody else got property?
Nope.
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 Alright. So we've got a 2 and a 5, correct?
Mhm.
Alright, so the person with the 2, you have a medium-sized farm or an office complex.
This is an office complex. Yeah.
So, what I need you to do is, yours is located on Terra. It's a heavily industrialized, planet. Do you have a noble title?
I do not. No.
You do not. All right. So, you have a -3 on this. So you're already at a -1 on your roll.
Okay. 2d6 like usual.
Yep, 2d6. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh, that's a 9. -3 is a 6.
No, it's -1.
-1.
Oh, then it's an 8.
8.
Tis an 8.
And then you also add the property level, which is +2.
2. So 8, 9, 10.
So 10? All right.
Yes.
Against the base is TN of... The base TN is 9. So you are successful. MOS of 1 in this case. So... go ahead and give me another 2d6 roll and tell me what you get.
So 1 and a 4.
Say again?
It's a 5.
5?
It's a 5.
Okay.
Yes.
So in that case, that means that your office complex is what is the type of property that you have on Terra? What is it that you own?
And considering that my family basically works in mech design, it's probably either like a minor fabrication plant, something like that. Yeah, they build guns, autocannons.
Yeah, so they're a design facility for ballistic weapons.
Yeah.
Your firm is doing well. They're working on a contract right now. They're able to even out their expenses, so you have no losses. So you do collect your annual income of 40,000 C-bills.
Yes.
In addition to that, you also have your expenses that are taken out in that for your extra income, which means that you lose 100 of that for your month's payment. For Buquo, Mr. Buquo, what is it? What type of facility do you own?
I think we said I either own like that's in that. I think I own like either a castle or a fort.
Yes. You
Training facility.
Yes, you own one of the Buquo training facilities for tankering. Go ahead and give me your property administration roll. You are in a heavily industrialized world as well, so you also have a 9 on this roll. But you have title, correct?
Yes.
So it is also added in this. It is title plus. Oh, how much title do you have? Just 3?
Just 3.
Okay, so that is a 1. So you get an additional 1 on this. So you have plus 3 to your roll.
Okay. Okay, that is 9.
9. All right, so that's just enough. So you're successful. You guys break even.
Okay. Nice.
So you do collect your income of 100,000 C-bills
Yay.
on your property. Give me another D6 roll.
It's the D6?
2D6, sorry.
Okay. Ooh. Same addition?
No, it's just flat.
Flat? Alright, so I got a 9.
9? Okay.
Mm.
So in this case, your particular facility has seen an influx of people as of late. So you guys are doing well. You expect that next quarter you're going to be turning over a bit more profits. So with that, on your next property roll, you have an additional +1.
Write that down somewhere, for we will never remember.
Yep, I'm putting that right on my C-bill line.
Okay. I also need you to give me your compulsion roll.
Oh god. Okay.
What's your compulsion roll again? Oh,
No, it's just the psychosis. It's all good. All right. I'm adding my will to that. Oh, I don't have any will. All right, so that's an 8.
8. Okay.
You know, with the minuses that I have.
Yep. Compulsion. All right. So that is a failure.
Mm.
So you're going to be adding an additional 10 XP to your compulsion. So you're now up to 30 additional. So you should be at 330.
Oh shit. Okay. Dang.
So I want you to just give me a demolitions roll.
I. Oof.
Oh boy.
That is a 9.
A 9. All right. So, as you guys are kind of getting ready for the evening, before you are about to set out for the next day for your mission, you guys encounter an issue late into the night, specifically at midnight. You hear screamed from the top of one of the largest towers in Star's End's city. The Midnight Bomber strikes again as a massive explosion goes off at the top of the building.
What?
You can see it all the way from the facility that's across the river. As it was shouted out by some sort of loudspeaker system. As you do, you see a body fly off the top of the building.
How far away?
It's probably about a good, 500 to 600 meters away.
Can I
I'm
grab my
strongly
rifle and
compelled to-
attempt to line up a shot?
You can certainly try.
All right, I shall do so then.
And is this the same bombers that happened on the strike earlier? Will we identify that, or no? Is it too far?
Now, sure. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Me or
Both of you. This is
can I hypothetically get a bonus due to having a night vision scope?
it would negate night vision's negative.
All right, so straight roll.
Perception.
That's a 6, 1 under.
Okay. You are firing at extreme range.
Extreme range. This is with the blazer rifle.
Uh,
Oh yeah, it would be extreme range.
That is extreme range. You don't even have, how much range do you have on that?
It's something like 1100.
1100. Okay.
1100, and then it's moving fast. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I have the scope that gives me an additional +2.
Okay. So what is your total?
And this was just for the perception roll.
Yeah.
I haven't rolled for small arms.
Yeah. What's your total?
That would be 8 then if we are adding in the scope.
And I got a 9, and I beat my 7.
So kind of giving an idea there. You're having a really hard time seeing Jack Daniels, like what it is. All you've got is a silhouette of a person who flew out of a building.
Okay. And the aircraft that went by, was it from our last airstrike?
There was no aircraft that came by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, it was just somebody's body. You saw somebody jump out of the tower. Very clearly.
Okay.
As for you, Chana, you can see that it is a person dressed in all black, wearing a black cape that has a emblazoned image of a bomb on it.
Okay. I would like to line up a shot and squeeze the trigger.
Okay. Give me.
Is there an
small
aim
arms.
action of? Is there an aim action of any kind?
There is a take aim action. The target is moving too fast to take aim at because they are falling out of the building.
I have
Alrighty.
a rather. Okay, go ahead. Ooh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How far away is my mech, and how fast could that man possibly? Forget that question. How far away is my mech? Because if that man's on foot, I might be able to just chase him down with it.
Probably not going to be able to chase him down by that point because he's across. The
That is a
river.
14.
14.
14.
That is not enough.
That is not enough, even with extreme rain. Even with okay.
Yeah, extreme range gives you a +6, and the difficulty for the moving target is an additional +4 to the modifier.
Okay.
It's a very
so
hard
hard.
shot. You do shoot. You actually catch the cape as it passes through. But then they disappear as they crash through a window of another building and disappear.
Question: was this the target that I was helping the bounty hunter find earlier?
You are unsure. You do know that they are known as the Midnight Bomber.
Well, it looks like
Gotcha.
then I can't get to them. Then what I'm going to do is, so how far away are we from this explosion? You said it's across the river, and we've
About
set up base camp. essentially with a bunch of-
600, 700 meters, possibly.
Okay, would I need a vehicle? I'm a doctor. I need to get over there. I need to tend to anybody who's been injured.
Yeah, you can definitely load up in a truck. A lot of the medics are actually getting loaded up into one of the MASH trucks and is driving over.
I'll just go with them. I mean,
Yep.
I will ask for transport after slapping on some armor.
Okay, yeah, you jump in with the MASH truck, you head over there. 2 Marines also join you guys as you arrive. The building is on fire at the top, but quickly being put out by firefighters. The explosion wasn't necessarily super damaging to the building. It was more just disruptive, if anything. It blew out the top half of the building where you can see the architecture has been destroyed. But nothing of, like, no rooms were destroyed, and surprisingly, no injuries.
What the hell then was there that you would blow up?
As you arrive on scene, you also see a guy there dressed in a trench coat and he's got like a fedora on, and he's like, "Damn it, I missed him again!"
Well, let's boot up the old urban tracking software and
This guy gets
See
away
if
from
we
me
can't-
every single damn time.
Would you
I'm going to
shut up and let me
spiral-
focus? Can I use urban tracking in order to try to figure out where he would likely go?
Yeah, you even get assistance from the bounty hunter who's there, which is the guy in the trench coat and fedora.
All right.
I'm just gonna sidle on up alongside the bounty hunter. So, what was that, and what is his motive? It's just to look at the exploded, burning wreckage.
Okay. 11.
11. Alrighty. Kind of taking a look around.
Plus his assistance. You know.
Yes. You do get a +2 from him.
All right, so that'll be a total of 13.
13. Okay. Give me 1 second here while I get the other roll.
Yeah, Jack Daniels is waiting for some orders.
All up in my stealth suit, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Fire in the lasers.
Getting some tracking, you guys kind of go through the building access, and you find out that he ended up jumping through the back end of another window out to another building. But you don't see where he landed necessarily. As you guys begin to track down, you're looking for any signs of climbing the building or anything else like that. You're not sure what's going on until eventually you realize that he got played for a fool and he made a false path and he led you astray. And you've lost where he went.
Well, I did smack his coat with his cape with a laser.
Yep, that you
That
did.
didn't catch fire, did it?
It did not.
That. Oh.
Any blood trail?
No blood trail that can be found.
Okay.
Yeah, the investigator's like, guy is always getting away from me.
How many times has he done this before?
Hundreds.
Hundreds, and you still haven't caught him?
No. Hell, he bombed a conference at the Lyran Commonwealth's facility during one of the weddings for Katrina Steiner Davion, one of the 3 days. He bombed one of the wedding chapels.
Is he disrupting something?
He doesn't hurt
pattern?
anybody, but he just keeps blowing shit up. The only thing we know is that he strikes at midnight.
At midnight. Is there a pattern?
Yes, he
So
strikes
he
at midnight.
should be motivated.
I know he's destroying stuff, but is he like hitting key people just to disrupt something?
No, he's just
Having fun.
blowing shit up. There's never any injuries, but it's he destroys people's property and they get upset about it. And he's destroyed so much property, the damages range in something like the hundreds of millions.
Sounds like we need this guy on our team. One of you guys are little hackers. Can you guys try to communicate with this guy and send a message out?
I mean,
I like your thinking, but at the same time, I want to shoot his ass.
I understand that, but like if he's not hurting anybody, it sounds like he's really crafty at what he's doing. He's getting in and out and setting up explosives. If we can use him as an advantage for our team, I know you want to kill him, but sounds like this guy could be
Hair
part of our
bounty
team.
hunter.
so
If you may voice a little bit, question you.
So eventually Katzenova ends up arriving behind you guys, winded pretty badly as he kind of like gets
shows
himself
run.
together. And he's like, "Ah, okay, guys, I'm not in that much shape."
Wait a minute. Was this the building with the data in it?
It was not.
Okay.
The fingers.
As I said, if that blew up, there was like a handful of people that would know where it is.
Yeah, it
I'll
is
be
not.
very sad because I had lost the PDA.
Yeah. But no, you arrive behind them. You're pretty winded from running over there from all the way from the mercenary quarters because you did not end up getting on one of the trucks.
No, but I still came with all my gear.
Yep.
I lugged it all. Even my demolitions kit. If there was one bomb, there's going to be another, and I want to see the work.
Yeah.
I want to see the world burn.
Give me an investigation check on those bombs or an appraisal.
I will
See,
do
this
an
is the
appraisal.
question then. If he has been blowing things up all across the sphere, why here at Star's End and why now?
The guy had said, I don't know. He's wandered around all over the place. I mean, like, he's been nearly everywhere in the inner sphere. He shows
You
up.
have to have at least the money and means to purchase dropship travel. That's not exactly cheap.
I got it
so
exactly
it was just-
Say again.
I got it exactly, sorry.
You identified the bomb as being some sort of satchel charge. It seems to be specifically designed to have blown out the structure and removed the tip of the tower.
Huh.
It's unique.
Yeah. This is definitely someone with a lot of expertise in explosives.
I like him.
They might even potentially be better than you. This is work that may even exceed your capabilities.
Yeah.
So if I have computer skills, do I have like a computer on me, or is it something I need to go to access a computer?
You would probably need to go access a proper computer.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
But yeah, after
later on, I want to go into the dark web and send out a message to meet this guy in a secret comm.
Okay. Give me a computers check then for later. As they put out the
Yeah.
fire and such, people get cleaned up and everything, and the night kind of settles to normal.
And I got 11. Beat it.
11.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Well, plus whatever your computer skill is.
Yeah, that's plus.
You do find you don't find something like specific that's supposedly related to a of like an email directly or like some way to get directly in contact, but what you do find is like almost like a dark web like fan site of people
him?
who have like caught videos of this guy and some like imagery and them trying to like understand him, his philosophy, whatever it is. But there's a place where it says leaving posts for the bomber to find. Um, and you can see that it's a lot of them are like fanboy kind of things, but like you could potentially you see a couple people who have offered like services or jobs for that person that are also sitting in there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna post something, to saying special mission, um, special mission on hire, and then just leave it at that. Very simple.
Okay. All right, you leave your
nothing.
message.
Okay.
Everybody heads back, and the rest of the evening is very quiet. It's the beginning of the morning now of the next day. Lance Gordon is got you guys at 0800 getting suited up to begin to head into one of the first underground facility openings that you guys have been able to uncover. The team has been working hard to map out the area and has found one of the entrances. So we're going to go ahead and take our break there.
All right.
Okay.
And
Real quick, can you tell me what the experience points was issued out last week?
yes, 1 second.
Yeah, I'll need that too.
Welcome back, everybody. We are now in the next part of the phase.
Alright, I will shoot everyone in the room.
Nope. Not gonna happen. So
I know.
the time is now 0800 local time. So the early morning sun is just starting to peek over at this point. You guys are kind of just sitting there chillaxing as you are all preparing for the upcoming event.
I shall be wearing the sneak suit.
Gotcha.
I shall also be wearing the sneak suit.
But the fancy tri-pattern sneak suit.
Yeah, I only have 2 things.
Okay, you got your
Not
sneak
as-
suits on. You're loaded up with gear. You can see Lance Gordon and Sasha Nue are also loaded up and ready to go.
I will prop my feet up on a box of laser pistols.
I'm probably going to walk on them. So, are those laser pistols just to have, or you sent it? What's the deal?
They are mine, but I will gladly hand them out to the mercenary unit. Take one if you need one.
Stop it. It's Duncan. I'm just going to scoop one up, take a look at it, holster it, and again, once again, carry on. Go about getting equipped.
Yeah, there are standard laser pistols.
Nice.
8 of them.
Yes.
I will
the
take one. There,
rifles are the laser rifle, however. There were like
I
4
didn't
of them.
grab the blazer rifles.
Oh, you just grabbed
No.
one out of the box.
I was the one that grabbed one of the recoilless rifles.
Ah, that's right. You grabbed one of the recoilless.
I'm not taking that with us.
Okay.
I'm using the Mauser.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
have a laser.
I mean, I also have my my auto pistol as well, but
Yeah.
Mauser.
I'm just
It's
trying,
just
trying to
wait.
find a thing for Lance Gordon here.
The cat man has a Mauser rifle. Does that
Yeah.
make it a Meowser laser rifle?
Yay!
No,
I approve. I liked it.
I refuse.
We get you liked it. We don't have to though. It's just kind of thing.
Yep.
Oh well, you know what are friends for?
To tell you that you're wrong.
I don't think that's a likely story, my friend. I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong about being wrong about being wrong.
I think we can call our weapons whatever the hell we want to.
You
I
most
know
certainly
for a fact that
can.
these are
I will still judge you.
So it is the Meowser laser rifle. Gotcha.
basic kit. Next time we have downtime, I have a lot of kit to order. I'm going to go into a nice catalog there. Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so go ahead and place yourselves somewhere in the opening entrance over.
Over there, okay.
I need to get characters out for Benti and for
Shotgun, indeed.
Shotgun.
And me too. I
Sorry,
don't know where.
you're playing
Over
the
here,
flag.
these green bags.
That works for us.
Take this Benti for now.
Ooh.
That's Cyber.
Yep.
Alright.
Bring him down.
Alright. Does everyone know the universal signal for backup?
No.
What is it?
Screaming, right? That's
Call for
Right
backup?
in one. Right in one.
What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Khakis.
What equipment are you using? Sinclair.
I'm still trying to figure that. I'm looking for the acquired gear. Let's see. So I've been perusing the rule book. I'm really trying to find some stuff.
I
know
found
for a fact
something.
I have a laser pistol.
I
Good,
found.
just give me it.
Yeah, I found
Whatever starting kit works.
I found somebody who looks like a medic.
Works for me.
Here, I'm gonna choose another guy
Victor,
here.
I suggest you stand behind me. I could take a real good hit.
Delete.
Is that the plan? Yeah.
I think
Someone dropped.
I am going to be sneaking ahead, but don't mind me.
Yeah.
Oh, Fred, you can't have all the fun.
I am not planning on having all the fun. That would be against my job.
Oh, well, I find a certain fun in our job. Well, to say you're better at the things you like.
Yeah, I mean, you like blowing shit up. I gotta sneak around and find you shit to blow up.
Oh well, you gotta be able to sneak around so you can get into those some thick places. Very dangerous.
Oh yes. Wonderful places with beautiful women. And men. And other people too.
I'm not of that proclivity really. Explosions do enough for me.
I am married to explosives, good sir. She is my muse.
I really agree with you on the whole discount kingpin.
I know, right?
That is definitely a discount kingpin.
Oh my god.
It's discount kingpin, yes indeed.
He's just Kingpin, but he lost weight, and that's just not Kingpin's thing.
All right. Make sure everybody's labeled.
Catman, Catman, Catman.
I mean, like, it would be more interesting if I could use the art to make you guys your own minis.
But you don't know how to do that yet.
I would look at how they did it with these ones and see if you can't like
Recreate it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because it's definitely just as we could see here, it's just pulling from an
image file. Might be able to do.
Yeah.
If I had realized this, I would have done this earlier.
Well, for next time we can have it all good.
It did work.
Oh shit! I'm taking that. Get this discount kingpin out of my sight.
All right, I can.
Oh, there it is.
I can put everybody's thing here. All right,
Mhm.
hold on. You guys can actually look like what your characters look like instead of having
Yeah.
random dudes.
Instead of random people. Yes,
cool.
indeed. That is a husky Catman.
Yeah. Why do you think he got discount kingpin? He looks like a husky cat man.
Yeah. I like this dude. Like, you know, sounds like a wonderful person to have a bear hug with. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Probably also a good cuddler.
Oh, you know, you'll feel very safe with those thick arms.
That's
Mhm.
Victor Ciano.
All right, we do this the right way. No, you didn't let me have Flick. My one favorite.
Nope. No flick for you.
Ah,
Don't get the
I just
flick.
gotta throw it.
everything across the board. Apologies, folks. Technical difficulties of using Tabletop Simulator and not realizing that I can do things correctly.
The GM is learning.
That is Jack Daniels right here.
Yeah, right here in Cowboy, right here. You can delete that other one right here
Yeah,
if you want to.
I'm just gonna
'Cause I
reduce
kinda
it down to the correct size.
Oh, you have me over here? Or
That's
Yeah,
that's you.
right there? Oh, okay.
Just make sure you label yourself.
There you go.
Okay.
I like to be different.
Everybody gets to see how Frenchie actually looks at the doctor.
And then
Wonderful art by lovely Jay Simpson. Thank him for the amazing work.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Fine.
Just a fun fact is, I never even told him how the character's supposed to look, and he got it. Like, perfect.
Yep, that's Frenchie right there. That's our lovely Isabel.
Little
Isabel.
Miss,
Davion.
do I say, or I'll throw something at you?
It's the best way to get people to do what you want. At least in my experience.
I mean,
You start with pen caps, and eventually you make it to rocks.
it's definitely a noble's attitude. And the doctor.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
That is a good addition.
The only problem is I'm such a difficult time sticking with it. So every time I hear her French accent, it bleeds into mine. Unfortunately, I've never been good with accents.
Oh yeah, it's just
So we have the Catman and the Victor darting on forward in order to scout out the area.
Yep, scope out a place.
Yep.
Nope. As group surgeon, I am going to stay nice and behind. Also, I actually know what's in these damn castles, Brian. I don't want to be on the receiving end of any of them. As an educated man, I know what we're messing with.
Yes, you do.
The doctor and Isabeau is not labeled. Hold on.
Yeah, because they're making sure that they get labeled correctly.
Unfortunately, we do not possess a PC that is actually capable of running Tabletop Simulator, as it turns out.
Oh, that's not good.
No,
Yeah.
so the boss man here has to kind of hold our hands, which thankfully he's nice enough to do.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Mm-hmm. I do apologize for everyone being pink, but that has now become the team color.
You know what? Have you ever? I've played enough Halo. We're pink and deadly, man.
Yeah. Pink and deadly indeed.
I just
The
had to be a
pink
special
mist.
snowflake,
Pink
so I'm
mist of
hot
doom.
pink.
Alright, so
No, I mean, look. Yeah, okay.
you guys arrive on scene to this area. The initial pathway takes you down a long tunneled corridor of what looks to be like a service tunnel that eventually leads to a set of stairs that continue to descend downward for somewhere about maybe 100 to 150 meters until you arrive at a door that you guys all open up using the command codes that you were able to retrieve from the PDF. Opening it up inside, no alarms are set off or anything like that, but as you open it up, the lights begin to flicker on into the area and begin lighting up the room. The initial hallway that you guys walk into, you can see that there's an open door to your right. Some light is kind of peering through this area, and as you guys step forward and kind of ran ahead immediately, you get a good look at what's in this room. I'm going to be using my marking tool for this for the most part. Black's fine. Should show up enough. Kind of coming inside, you can see that over here there is like a bunch of boxes set over.
I can't see what you're putting down.
Nope, I can't either.
Am, but like barely. I have to know where to look.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bunch of boxes kind of over here. Kind of set off onto the side here. You can see over here there is a like long desk apparatus that's set up. It's got a bunch of tools all over it. Some more boxes kind of tucked away in the corner here. And you can see a partially ajar door here.
What kind of tools are on the table? Do we have to get closer?
Yeah, you'd have to get closer to get a better look. It's very dim in here. The lighting is not great.
Okay.
I've got NVGs. We're good.
I will put on the Starlink helmet that has night vision. So I'm good.
Okay.
I've got a sneak suit. I'm gonna use that with the NVGs.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go there.
All right. I'm gonna check out the boxes just to see if there's anything in them.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out the tools.
What are the rest of you doing?
I will be doing demolitions just to be
I'm
sure.
probably going to go into this room right here since these guys are investigating that room.
Okay.
Don't get trapped.
Adolphus and Isabel. No. What are you
I
doing?
follow. I'm gonna probably go with Jack Daniels though.
Okay.
12.
Follow him into that corridor.
What is
As well as
your
proof
walking
if it's-
speed?
I believe my walking speed is a 9.
9?
Yep, walk 9. Yep.
All right.
Good old Adolphus didn't skip track.
Okay, 1, 2.
Oh, I will stay specifically behind him as best I can, by the way.
Okay. So you're like directly behind him, right there.
As best I can be. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I understand that your average support laser turret can punch through about 2.5 people, but if he's wearing body armor, that reduces to more of a 1.5.
So, Isabel, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I only have a walk speed of 6, so I'm gonna start walking toward the back of the room to appraise some of the stuff on the desks to see what's back there. But it's gonna take me more than a couple minutes.
Okay.
She's wearing her standard issue noble high heels, you know.
Oh.
Clink, 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 clink.
Okay.
Like, you walk in 10-inch heels.
Yes.
5,
Say,
6.
you guys wait for me right now. Clink, 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 clink.
Who's
No.
going clink clink?
You can
I take
hear.
off my shoes and start running. That means one of the shoes is flying at somebody's head. So, yes, clink clink is the better sound.
She's an expert at boomerang.
Yeah.
She's the Latina mother?
Gordon
Gonna
and
hit people with the chonkas?
Sasha Nue are kind of following up behind, kind of flanking you on the left here.
So it's Isabeau's shoes that we can hear.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're just hearing-
Victor is going to turn around and give Isabeau the dirtiest look he can muster.
Oh no, here we go, cat fight.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see in this environment. The lights are pretty dim. They like just turned on. You can hear the faint buzzing of the sound of the fluorescent lights beginning to just start to go. I'm getting a better look at the tools now, though, that you guys are closer in the boxes. You can see that the tools that are laid out there are standard issue, kind of like very simple, just mechanics tools for the most part. There's a bit of some tinkering equipment, some precision, like soldering tools and things like that. Nothing unusual in a workshop.
Alrighty.
Seems like maybe some basic repair tools, and stuff to maybe just put something together potentially.
Mm.
Taking a look at the crates, though, what you immediately find on them is they are all labeled with Star League symbols. You can see that
Oh.
they have the Royal Navy's insignia clearly
Okay.
printed on the front. These
Oh,
boxes have been sealed down here, so their paint is not worn.
okay. So they haven't even been opened as well.
Yeah, they have not been opened.
Would I be able to open any of them with any of the codes that I
They're
have
just wooden
found?
crates.
They're just one case. Oh, I'm gonna crack one open.
Yeah, crack
Oh,
open
wow.
one of the crates. Give me a strength check to open them up. These are big boxes, these ones at least.
You unearth several canisters of deadly nerve agent. Roll for initiative.
Oh, that'd be great. Ooh, okay. That is 10.
10. All right. Yeah, no problem. You're able to just as you break open the box.
If they just rip open a box with my pants.
Um,
Oh my god.
you can see the large nails that were used to nail it in are like pulled back in the process. You were able to just kind of slip them out because you got lucky that the wood was had kind of given a little bit.
Okay.
Opening it up, you can see inside there are components of all different kinds. Give me an appraisal check.
All right. Hold on. There it is. That's that's just a name, so the bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
Kind of taking a good look at them, they just look to be vehicle parts.
Okay.
They look to be for standard ice engine.
Hmm.
You can see at the bottom of the actual crate, you can see what looks to be what seems to be a standard ice engine itself.
Okay.
So these crates seem pretty heavy. We'll go ahead and do this in like a round robin fashion. So Victor, or actually, yeah, Victor. Victor's next, then Benti, then Cyber, then Shotgun.
Victor sees the tools, is not very interested in the tools. These are computers or boxes, right?
They are boxes.
I'm gonna look at the boxes real quick.
Okay. Taking a look at them, you also see Star League insignias on them for the Royal Navy.
Any difference in their construction?
These are just smaller.
Okay.
But they're
That
still
brings up-
small wooden crates, basically.
I would like to open them carefully.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength.
Great strength.
Yep.
Great 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
8.
All right. You it takes you a moment, but you lift off the top. Taking a look inside, this one's a bit different. What you do see inside of here is you can see what looks to be some additional components. You're not sure as to what they are. They look to be like cables and wiring.
I'm a motion for Catman to come over and take a look
Okay,
before continuing on.
All right, then we will go to Benti. What are you doing?
Like I said, my goal is just to get to the back of the room and appraise whatever it is on the table, just to see like if it would be worth keeping an eye on.
All right, so you want to make your way over to the table, over the boxes, over the back of the room?
Which one is least visible to me?
The least visible is probably the boxes at the back.
All right, then I'll head that way.
Okay, so you walk your way over there.
Tink,
I
tink,
quickly
tink,
track
tink,
my
tink,
way
tink.
over there.
there's no combat situation, so you guys can walk freely as far as you want.
Victor
Oh.
would hear
Okay.
hear Isabeau approaching.
Mhm.
Again, once she gets shoulder to shoulder, look over and give like the most disgusted glare possible.
But
You're assuming that she even notices that your face has changed.
But taking a look
You are less
in the
interesting
box.
than the boxes.
Oh.
For the interests of operational security, I suggest those shoes come off.
If they come off, they are aimed at your head.
Give me an
Good. More
appraisal check.
projectiles to throw.
Give me an appraisal
Shooting
check on
guns.
the boxes.
All right. Appraisal. And that's just 2d6.
Yep, 2d6 plus your appraisal skill, and its links.
All right. So that's 8, and it's an intelligence, which is I have a level 1 in it.
So that's +1.
Okay. So that's 9 total.
9 total. Good. Taking a look inside the boxes themselves, you notice that the components inside of there seem to be something along the lines of wiring for consoles. Looks to be like computer wiring for like larger consoles for like chip components.
All right.
Alright. I will again insist that the shoes come off.
Okay. Next, Cowboy, what are you up to?
All right, so as we're entering this room here, and the lights is kind of dim and everything like that.
Yeah.
As I move forward, I'm looking for tripwires or any kind of laser light devices that might set off a tripwire.
Hey, give me a perception check as you're moving forward.
Okay, let me roll that real quick.
That's an interesting check. I'll take when it's my
I get an 8. My perception is 7, so I'm +1. So I made that one. So I'm gonna move forward.
I already moved you.
Okay, so I moved up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 9. And kind of like exurb real quick inside the room before I call the next guy up.
What did you get?
I got a let me go back here. I got too many mouses on my desk. Where is it? I got I think it was I got an 8 plus a 1, so a 9. So I beat my target.
Okay.
Number.
How much did you beat it by?
2.
2. Okay, so that's an MOS of 1, or a margin
Okay.
of success of 1. Every 2 points that you exceed something is a margin of success, and it's rounded up.
Oh, okay.
So as you're kind of looking through the area, you do notice something, actually. You do notice a laser light right here by the edge of the door as you're looking at it.
Oh, okay, cool. Just all right, and I just
There's like a laser light right here. You can see there's a device sitting at the corner on the left here that you notice, and you can see that there's like a catch receiver on the other side.
okay. I think if I already knew what I had as far as my basic equipment, I would use some kind of mirror to see if the explosive. But I would probably leave it alone for the explosive guy.
To take care of.
And do we have a radio? Do we have communication radios with?
Yes, you do. You have you all have comms, be able to talk to each other. You've got standard comms equipment to be able to communicate. It has a range of about 200 meters, but you are underground. So I will say the effects of being underground like this is it's reduced to 100 meters.
Okay, so I'll probably signal to the doctor Sinclair. Sinclair,
Yeah.
call Boom Boom. Call Boom Boom over here.
Ah, that's to be expected. Can you step over it? Is all I'm gonna ask. Yes.
I just tell him I have found an explosive over here, and I need to come over here and observe this over here real quick.
I will promptly arrive. I will still stand kind of behind him though.
Yeah.
So you show up behind him. There's no rush in terms of movement here, so you guys are free to move as far as you need to. But you call over the comms to Catman to let him know that you found an explosive.
Yep.
Okay, so Catman, you're up next anyway. So
Okay. I wanted to go see those other boxes with my boy, but there's
you get the call
Mac.
for the explosive.
there's my actual job over there. So let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You don't need a count because you're not in combat. When you're not in combat, you're free to move as far as you need.
Okay.
Time is delayed in this sense.
I wouldn't be on the line if I'm right here, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
you would not.
Yeah.
It's only
I
if you
would tell-
cross over to the next hex.
I would tell
Okay.
the doctor to maybe stand by the door just in case something happens, and we'll need his help.
I will happily do that.
Yeah, because if we get explosive,
yes,
we're gonna
but,
need
you
you to
know-
help us.
Alright.
Just be safe.
Give me a demo roll.
No problem. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my
I will
demo
stand
kit.
there here and prep my bandages. Yeah.
That's perfect, doctor. Don't want you to get hurt. We need you.
Oh yes, you do. That is true.
Oh baby.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Alright, that is that's 14.
That's yeah.
Nice.
So
All right,
that's-
so taking a look at the
Oh.
system set up there, you kind of trace the charges. You look around for where the device is. You see that what it is it's anti-personnel flak charges that are above your head, designed
Okay.
to shrapnel out and kill anybody in the hallway here.
Alright, so I'm gonna disarm and take them because I have, I think, 4 degrees, 4 modes of success, I think.
Okay.
Oh
Catman,
yeah, you
are
can
good?
absolutely take them.
Yeah.
Cowboy turns around and says, "Are you good at this, Duke, or should I stand back by the doctor?"
Oh no, it's already done. Like hold the grenade in front of you.
He's already done. All right.
So they are like 1 block charges. They're designed to be anti-personnel charges. They're designed to hit out to a range of 30 meters.
Okay.
So from where they are right here, they would blow all the way out into the hallway here.
Oh,
Is
that would have been
like,
bad.
What is
There
one hex
are,
considered a half a meter?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 charges. You're able to recover all 4.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
also
Nice.
you also recover the trigger device for it.
Nice.
So you can also add 1 laser tripwire to your inventory there.
Ah, beautiful.
Surprise too. You can use later.
Alrighty, so that is disabled. Taking a better look into the room now past this, you can see the lights are kind of damaged in this area.
Probably from an explosion.
Getting a peek around the corner from where you're standing, Cowboy, you can see kind of in this direction towards the corner, there are several pieces of equipment inside of here. One of them happens to be a small craft, is actually sitting in here.
Small craft. Okay.
Some sort of aerospace asset.
Oh.
I'll talk to.
You can
Catman.
see several boxes kind of lined up on the side here. Just along the wall, you can see tool sets over here. You can see a open workbench that's been sitting next to it, and you can see part of the craft has been taken apart towards the cockpit.
Is there anything that
There's
shows
the
where how in the hell they got this craft in here? Is there any-
We took it apart and
Yeah,
then
so-
put it in here. then
Taking
they
a
were
look
probably
around,
thinking
give me a
about it.
perception check.
Yeah, let me do that because I'm just like looking and I'm like, how in the hell did they bring this? And then if they built it, why would they do that unless they're studying it?
Oh,
Uh,
Sinclair might have an answer for you, but we'll have to check.
yeah, yeah. Let's see, where is my? And got 11.
11.
And
All
11
right.
this time.
What you do notice is that there's actually, you can see just behind the craft, you can see a slight seam in the wall here. You believe that those are a set of bay doors that lead to another section.
Oh, okay. So I'll probably relay that in through the message to the rest of the team and says, I found a craft over here with a bay door to its rear. And I would probably talk to Catman and says, let's go over here to observe the area plus the containers here, and please look out for explosives.
All right.
Sinclair's going to be
Victor,
on that aerospace fighter as
Okay.
fast as he can be.
Because apparently they have this thing booby trap to protect some kind of information here. So, yeah, we would have to. Can I study Can I do my history on this right here to see what kind of vehicle is this?
you can do that on the next round of it.
Okay,
Victor,
perfect.
it
Okay.
is your turn.
Well, actually, I think I stay here until it's back to my turn.
Yes. Same with Cowboy. You still be standing there until your next turn.
Okay.
Victor,
He's got his.
Yes.
Oh, there
it
you
is your turn.
I'm sorry, but like, it's really bothering Victor that Isabeau is a potential security risk here. So the shoes got to come
He's
off.
wearing heels.
Are you going to attempt to take your
He's going
shoes
to come
off?
to blows over his shoes.
Oh, I'm going to heavily insist.
Okay.
She's going to pretend that she does not even hear you and start towards where they found whatever this vehicle is.
Okay. So you,
Click,
you
click,
basically
click, click,
like
click, click.
just walk away. You
Yep.
click around. You show up kind of right next to Adolphus. Are you moving all the way up to these guys, or are you just going to where Adolphus is?
All right. Well, I'll
Just to the first doorway. Yeah, that one.
just head. I'll
I
just
heard
head up to
warning
the
about
door
explosives, and
for
she's
now.
not really
I'll
great
wait.
with explosives.
Yep. You're gonna wait here at this door.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll look it over, make sure nothing's.
Yeah. Getting a peek inside. The door is already ajar partially. You can see some stuff inside of it. What you do see is somewhat down the hallway. You can see that there is a camera kind of pointed out this direction.
Can I tell if it is on or not?
You can definitely tell it is on. Kind of getting a peek around the hallway itself, you can see that there are like pictures lining the walls all along here. You can't get a great look at them because they've got like lights pointed onto them, but you don't have a good angle at seeing what they are.
All right.
But the rest of this hallway is kind of dark otherwise.
Well, I've got the NVGs, so I can see through the hall at least. Flick it on and off.
Yeah, it still makes it hard to see any of the paintings themselves because the light reflecting off of them just kind of makes it like blinding.
Yep. I am aware. I'll just flick it on and off, see if I can't see better between them.
Yeah, it's just difficult, and until you get a better angle in the room, you probably won't be able to get a good look at them.
Right. Can I go through interest military history and be like, if I shot out that camera, would it cause problems or be helpful?
Wouldn't say necessarily military history. What else you got for me?
Maybe protocol Capellan? No, that wouldn't make sense here.
Security systems electronic. Make a security systems electronic. See how much you know about security systems like this.
That is only a 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Not enough.
You're just really not sure. You're pretty sure if you disabled the camera in some way, shape, or form, it might trigger a system if it was automatic like that.
Mhm.
But you're unsure as to whether or not that would be the case. You're not sure how sophisticated this stuff is.
Do I know the specializations of Sasha and Lance here?
Yes, they are your commander and your co-commander.
Right, so I don't know if they're any good with computers.
You could certainly ask them.
Right. And then I will call them up, like, hey, camera at the end of the hall here. Need to know if blasting it would be good for the network or not.
Negative on that. It probably wouldn't be. If there's a camera system, that means it probably is used to detect any presence or motion.
Hmm.
Sasha radios in. Can take care of that. She's gonna walk up behind you. And you see her pull out a rifle of some kind. She lays down on the floor and leans it up. And pulls out like a tripod and everything, and she loads in a round that looks unfamiliar to you. Go ahead and give me a military history check on this one.
Let me look up that. It's 2. So I need a 6 or higher on the dice. That is a total of 8.
Okay. You do recognize the bullet that she loads in. It is an EMP shot.
Interesting. Those don't seem very common.
She says they're not very common.
The dragon has many surprises.
Yes. Well, when you used to work for the DCMS, you picked up a few things by stealing them. She loads in the round. She seems to be using a bolt action rifle of some kind.
Alrighty.
And takes the shot. Stationary target, so this is not a hard PC, but oh yeah, she nails it. You see as the charge hits inside of the camera, breaking it, and then EMPs the area. A small like EMP explosion you see ranges out from the area, kind of stretching around about 10 meters from the point of entrance here. Goes out to about there.
Alrighty.
You can see 2 of the lights here also go out on the paintings.
Safe to go through?
That should be effective enough. Just take cautious steps. Gordon is moving over to some of the other crates and opening them.
Thank you kindly.
No problem. What I'm here for. Watch your back and make sure you don't get in trouble.
Right, good thing I asked you.
Alright, next in the order, that brings us to Cyber.
Okay, I'm going to move in here and I'm going to call the rest in and call the doctor and princess over and says, guys, come over here. Let's investigate. But I'm going to look. I'm going to look at the ship and to see if there's any kind of computers up that's probably doing a diagnostic on it.
Yeah, taking a look, you can see sitting on the table right here, you can see a bunch of wires connected into where the cockpit would be. There is a computer system set up that is running something.
Okay, does it seem like it's running, or do I need to log into it or hack it?
It is running currently. It is not, it's like an open terminal.
Okay, so I'm going to use my computer skills just to kind of go into the computer to see what they're doing on this aircraft here.
Mhm.
And I have a 10, and my computer skill is TN is 8 with the level 2 plus 2.
Level 2 plus 2, okay. Kind of taking a look inside, you can see the diagnostics in there, and you can see the project name for this. The project for this is the Banshee 2X.
Banshee 2X. But I know anything what it's in?
stealth craft designed for long-range reconnaissance.
Ooh.
Project parameters were built around a light, capable stealth aerospace fighter for long-distance missions using a micro KF drive. Project is considered a failure.
A failure. Okay. Okay.
Viability for other suitable candidates and other testing facilities are necessary.
Okay. Would there be a possibility that I have something that I could grab the data, upload it, and send it to headquarters?
Yeah, you guys brought data pads with you to be able to do uploads and linkage. So you download the data and you put it onto your machines.
Okay, I'll upload it, and then it's
The project date for it is labeled 2735.
2735.
Okay, well, depending on who's next in the order.
Okay. That's as far as I called the rest of the people so we can kind of like
Sinclair, you're next.
I am going to get over there and download that same. Did he relay? Have you relayed any of this to the rest of us before we get over there at all? You just saying like,
Yeah, he called
I
you
found
guys
the stealth
over.
finder. Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to get there, and I too am going to download as much of that data as possible. I'm not uploading that.
Since I uploaded it,
Yeah.
so he doesn't waste an action on this, won't they be getting that data the same thing?
Yeah, they just
Okay.
get the same data.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. Well, then never mind. Then I'm just going to get over there, and the vessel itself, because I heard micro KF drive. Is there anything, maybe military history check, that I might know about that specific project, considering my content?
Yes, go ahead and give me a Comstar check.
Okay, so that would be protocol.
Yep.
Which, because that's 4 minus 1, so that's a 3. So 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3. That is a 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Cool. So kind of taking a look at the information on this, from what you understand is that this project has definitely gone on a couple of times. People have tried this miniaturization project in several different methods and fashions. Most of the time the issue is the field is unstable. And specific to this project, it seems like the majority of the issue that you're seeing on the data is that the field was so unstable that it would crush the pilot in the process.
That's cool.
Well, you're thinking about trying to make an X-wing in a world where KF drive is the singularly.
Yeah.
It's very failure prone and very
Are they
nasty.
trying to shove a KF drive into an aerospace fighter?
Okay.
Why?
Oh, well, as there's various benefits. First things first, you might actually be able to make the warship functionally obsolete. At least in that time period, you could deploy an entire fleet of fighters without one. You go. No longer do you
need an explanation there, Doc. I just.
Is it? That is why you would do it. That is why you would build a fighter that could teleport, that travels easier, can't drive on its own power. It would be a dangerous weapon system. And perfect for spying on it.
Yep.
Presuming again the pilots become mush.
All right, so Catman, you're up.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So, are we going for the data here, or are we going to look at the bay doors?
Well, we get the data, so there's just crates.
It's totally up to you what you want to do. They're looking over the data at the moment.
Okay, and this is like tools, I'm assuming, to work on the aerospace.
Yep, this is tools. These are crates, it seems, with parts in them.
Mm.
You can see the ship is here, and you can just see behind here what is the seams of the bay doors.
Okay. Hmm. Oh, I don't actually want to go through the bay doors if we're going further through, because I don't think we need to alert everyone coming from. I'm pretty sure that'd be noisy opening up.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
Also,
I'll mention as such. I don't think it's a good way to keep going through.
You can see from your position as well too. Over here on the right hand side, you can see more crates, supplies over here.
Okay.
You also see what looks to be a covered piece of machinery. It's got like a cloth over it on a flat holding bed located right here.
Okay, I guess I'll look at that.
Yep.
And then I pull off the sheet.
Yep. Pulling
Wow.
off the sheet, you can see underneath what looks to be a naval PPC.
Hmm.
It's pretty easy to identify as it says Royal Arms Naval PPC.
Ooh, it's foil. Nice. This is a good find. Okay. They really have a lot of good where I'm assuming that these crates will probably be having to deal with that or more weaponry.
Essentially, you want to check them out?
If I have still have the action to.
Yep. Go ahead and give me a strength check to see if you can open them up.
Right.
Of course you can. He's Catman.
Catman Strunk Man.
I certainly can try, but I still have to roll decently. That's only a 6.
6, that's still
All
enough.
this equipment, no one but
Oh
a
dang!
crowbar.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Like
well,
base stat rolls are a little bit different.
okay.
The DCs are much different. So
Yeah.
you open it up. It's not too terribly difficult.
Okay.
You open up actually both of them. These ones are latched closed, so all you really had to do is just pry open the latch.
Okay.
Looking inside of these are a bit different. What you can see inside of here looks to be Royal Armory equipment. You can see inside of this one looks to be some sort of ammunition or a ballistic weapon. You're not sure of which caliber. You have to appraise it.
Yeah.
And for this box, when you take a look inside, you actually see what looks to be materials for a type of weapon that needs to be constructed.
Okay.
If he's going to try to make any rolls, I would like to assist. If I've been informed that there's any like ballistics material, I do have a BA.
Like, yeah, if you have appraisal, I'll mention that I'm seeing some armaments.
Yeah, I did graduate from Cameron Science and Ballistics. Yep.
All right, give me both of your rolls for appraisal. In your case, you can use your ballistics training to be able to inform me of what this is.
+1 in science.
All right, appraisal. Ooh.
Dang. I rolled 2 6s +1. That's 13.
Ooh, well, that explodes. So roll one of the 6s and add to it. If you get another 6, it keeps exploding.
Oh, so roll another time?
Roll
Yeah.
another time. Keep rolling until you stop getting 6s.
Okay. Okay, well, that's a 5. So that's a total of 14 plus 1. So that's 16.
16.
Well, no. You
Yes.
got 2 6s.
So
12
12,
plus 5, 17 plus 1,
Oh, right.
18.
18 total.
Sorry.
Picking up
Nice.
the ammunition inside of there, you can see it is an ultra AC5 rounds.
Nice. Oh, and I got 11, but
Nice.
he blew me out the water.
Yeah.
No, Sinclair's gonna look in that box and Tracy said, good to know. It makes sense. Yeah. That's what he was.
And you can see
that
that the guns in the box are configurations for an ultra AC5.
Ooh, that's real good.
It needs to be
Yes.
assembled,
Ooh,
but those
Can I have one?
are royal grade ultra AC5s. There are 2 of them in there,
That's
Ooh.
real nice.
and there are two sets of ammunition in this box.
Okay. So basically enough
Yeesh.
to fill up both of them.
Yep.
You could strap that on a mech and it would be quite potent.
Oh my god, yeah.
It is definitely mech designed.
Yeah. I'm assuming so is
So-
this PPC here.
That PPC is a naval PPC. It's designed to go on a drop ship.
Oh, that's pretty good. We could put it on our big old drop ship.
All right. With that, it is now 3 o'clock, guys. We are going to stop there
Ah,
because
okay.
that is our time for today.
Hey,
Sounds good.
Welcome
I
to
know,
the
I was
underground
starting to
base.
feel,
What a lovely place to end. Just
Yeah,
open
we've
up
only-
and shit, there's guns in there.
Oh,
Yep.
there's some real good guns in here.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a couple episodes of you guys exploring this place. There are 5 levels to this place, so
Oh, yeah, we're gonna
Woo!
we're gonna-
Dungeon
we're gonna-
crawl.
dungeon crawl off.
so be prepared. But yeah, thank you for everybody who tuned in, and thank you guys for being so patient with everything. I hope you were
No
having fun.
problem.
awesome game.
And we will see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Awesome.